In this video, we are going to find the best output that a single firm in a perfectly competitive market could produce and by doing marginal analysis. So the firm will find the best output by comparing marginal revenues with marginal cost. The firm will find the best output when marginal revenue is exactly equal to the marginal cost. Now we are going to briefly review the concepts of marginal revenue and marginal cost. What is marginal revenues? Marginal revenue is the revenue earned, or it is the extra revenue earned by selling an additional unit in the market. Or alternatively, you can also say that marginal revenue is a change in total revenue when you sell one more unit of a product. In perfect competition, the marginal revenue curve is the same as the demand curve. Marginal cost is the extra cost that is incurred when you produce an additional unit, or alternatively, you can also say that marginal cost is a change in total cost when you produce one more unit of a product. We have already seen the shape of the marginal cost in the previous lectures. So, what is the best quantity will the firm produce, and how will it determine that best quantity by doing marginal analysis? The firm will produce up till the point when the firm will keep on producing up till the point when marginal revenue is greater than marginal cost, or till the point when marginal revenue becomes equal to marginal cost. Now we are going to do a table analysis, and we are going to make a similar table that we did. We are going to make a similar table that we did in the previous video. The price in the market is the price in the market is 131, and the firm is going to use this price of 131 for all levels of production. We have already covered the total cost column, total revenue column, and profit and loss column in the previous video. Now we are going to add two new columns for our marginal analysis. So for our marginal analysis, we need two columns, and that is one column will be of that of marginal revenue, and the other column will be that of marginal cost. We already know that in a perfectly competitive market, the market price, the seller will use the market price, uh, and the market price will be equal to the seller's marginal revenue. So in a perfectly competitive market, the market price is equal to the marginal revenue, which is equal to the average revenue, and this is also equal to the demand curve. So whatever the price is in the market will also be equal to the marginal revenue of the single seller. In this case, the price in the market is 131. So the marginal revenue will also be 131. So we can easily fill this column by writing 131 for all the levels of production. Now we have the marginal revenue data, and now we are going to find the marginal cost curve. We already know that the formula for marginal cost, the definition of marginal cost is the change in total cost when you produce one more unit of a product, or you can say the change in total cost when there is a change in total product or quantity. So for example, if I want to find the marginal cost for the third unit over here, if I want to find marginal cost for third unit, this is how I will go about. So what is the change when I increase my production from 2 to 3 units? What is the change in total cost? So if I'm going to increase my production from 2 to 3 units, what is the change in total cost? So the change in quantity will be over here, the change in quantity will be 3 minus 2, and the change in total cost will be 340 minus 270. And my answer will be, and my answer will be 70. So the marginal cost for the third unit is going to be 70. So we can do another example. When if I want to find the marginal cost for the sixth unit, this is how I will go about. So what is the change in total product when it will be from 5 to 6 units? And what is going to be the corresponding change in total cost? So when I increase my production from 5 to 6 unit, what is the change in my total cost? So the marginal cost for sixth unit will be something like this. So when I increase my production from 5 to 6 unit, the change in quantity will be 1, 6 minus 5, 1. And what is going to be the change in total cost? It is going to be 550 minus 470. And I will get an answer of 80. Okay. So once I fill all the values for marginal cost, I'm going to compare marginal revenue with marginal cost. And I'm going to produce up till the point where MR is up till the point where MR is greater than MC, or if I can find the point where MR is equal to MC, I will also include that level of output. So we will start with production level 1. Over here, you can see that MR is 131, whereas MC is 90. So MR is greater than, so marginal revenue is greater than marginal cost. In the second level of production, marginal revenue is 131, where MC is 80, whereas MC is 80. So over here as well, marginal revenue is greater than marginal cost. For the third level of production, you can see again MR is greater than MC. Similar is the case for the fourth, for the fifth, for the sixth, for the seventh, for the eighth, for the ninth. But for the 10th unit of production, you can see that a marginal revenue is 131, whereas marginal cost is 150. Now, at this point, the marginal revenue becomes less than MC. So we are going to produce till the 9 units. Because up till 9 units, marginal revenue is greater than MC. So we are going to produce 9 units of output. So this is how we are going to find the best output by doing marginal analysis. Now we are going to do a graphical analysis. So we are going to do marginal analysis by using graphs. For this, we need two curves. We need a marginal revenue curve and we need a marginal cost curve. So recall from the previous lectures that the marginal revenue curve is the same as the demand curve of a single seller in a perfectly competitive market. So we know that the demand curve of a single seller is a single horizontal line at the market price. So this is the market price and this is the demand curve of a single seller. And we also know that the demand is equal to marginal revenue is equal to average revenue. So this demand curve is also equal to the marginal revenue. So this is also our marginal revenue curve. Now we are going to draw the marginal cost curve. Now we have made the marginal cost curve in the class and we have also discussed the pattern of the marginal cost curve. The marginal cost curve in the short run at first decreases and then it increases. So this is the shape of the marginal cost curve. So we are going to do our marginal analysis by comparing marginal revenues with marginal costs, and we are going to find the best quantity when marginal revenue is equal to the marginal cost. And you can see that this is happening when the marginal cost curve intersects the marginal revenue curve. So this is the point where marginal revenue is exactly equal to the marginal cost. And this is the best quantity that the single seller will produce. And I'm going to represent this by the Q star. So this is the best quantity that the single seller will produce. The single seller will produce the best quantity, and the best quantity happens when marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. And okay, so now let's look at the point at the level of production after a higher greater than the best quantity. So this is my best quantity. If I choose any point after this, for example, over here, let's choose this point. I can refer to this as, I can call this QB. Now, I can call this QB. Now, at this point, you can see that the marginal cost is greater than marginal revenue. The marginal cost point is greater than the marginal revenue point. So over here, marginal costs are greater than marginal revenue. So this cannot be the best output because when marginal costs are greater than marginal revenue, this means that the profits are decreasing. And you can also see it in the previous table that when marginal revenue becomes less than marginal cost, you will see that the profit has started to decrease. Before it was 299 and then it became 280. Now let's choose a point before the best output. Now you can choose any point over here, for example, and this is my, let's refer to this point as QC. Now, QC is not the best output because at this point, marginal revenue is greater than marginal cost. Okay. So, at this point, our marginal revenues are greater than marginal cost. It means that over here, it means that profits are increasing, but it is not the maximum profit, but it is not the maximum profit. So this point QC, this point shows that marginal revenue, the marginal revenue line is lying above the marginal cost. And it shows that marginal revenue is greater than marginal cost. It means that although the profits are increasing, but it is not the maximum point. And you can see in over here that up till 8 units of production, where MR is greater than MC, the profits are increasing, but we have not reached the maximum point yet. So the profits are increasing as long as MR is greater than MC. But the maximum profit will eventually come, but a firm will attain maximum profit only when marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. Okay. Um, So sometimes we can also get a graph like this. This is our, uh, sometimes we can also get a graph like this. This is our quantity. This is our demand curve. This is our MR. And this is our marginal cost curve. So the marginal cost curve can intersect MR, marginal revenue, at 2 points over here. So which quantity are we going to choose? It could be this could be the best quantity, or this could be the best quantity. No, this is not going to be the best quantity. We are going to choose this point because, and the rule for this is as follows. We will always choose the point where we will always choose the intersection point where a marginal cost is rising. So we will always choose the intersection point where marginal cost is rising.